Hey guys, Adam Fennig here with Fennig Equipment. You're tuned into the Talking Shed. Hey, this morning I'm out here in what used to be a rye field we planted last fall with a Salford and the Valmar cover crop seeder. We then spread chicken litter on it this spring. We hit it once with a 30-foot Salford 570 vertical tillage tool, and we planted corn into here. We of course sprayed it right after that. So I believe this just got planted Monday or Tuesday. Today is Thursday, the 13th of May. So this has been sprayed for probably 2 or 3 days. But I'm going to turn the camera around here and talk about the poly spike twister closing wheels, what I'm seeing in this field and what they can do for you. So as you look, we talked all winter about what can allow your planter to be more versatile and plant into different conditions. If you look right here, you can see where the spike closing wheels went in this row. You can just see where on each side those spikes just came down and crumbled. And this is where these poly spikes or any spike closing wheel that works well in your soil makes a huge difference. Over here where nothing's been ran here, this is in between a row. So if I take my knife right here, I mean it's fairly hard. We did not do full tillage on this field. You come over here to the row where we had those poly spike closing wheels run. They're in the second notch on our down tension, and it is just loose. The side walls are broken down. It's loose and fluffy all the way down, allowing for good seed to soil contact, getting those air pockets out of there. And you can see it's all crumbled around that trench. Once I start digging down there, I can find that trench bottom and it gets hard. But where that seed, right there it is. But where that seed has to come through, it's not hard at all. That seed was buried right there, and above that seed is loose, crumbled soil. And that's what these spike closing wheels do for you. They allow you to close the slot in marginal conditions so that you've got much better seed to soil contact and much better emergence. And you can just go right on down the row all day long and find seeds. That's the difference. We go down here again. Right here you can see it. Spike closing wheel. Look how fluffy that is. And this is not conventional tillage whatsoever. This is stuff that a lot of people would never think of planting into. However, with poly spike closing wheels, row cleaners, and the correct planter setup, you can do that. Right here is another row. You can see the divots from the poly spike closing wheels. So this year it's been pretty good planting conditions, but this also alleviates crusting. Whenever it's an uneven surface here and you get rain, that water is going to infiltrate down through here. It's not going to lay flat and create a real hard concrete crust. So these things don't just increase emergence, they decrease the likelihood of negative effects. Right there's the seed. Found it. Right there's one. Again, closing wheels make all the difference in all of these scenarios. Right here's a row again. You could follow this row for as long as it goes and see the divots made by the poly spike closing wheels. Those of you in southern Ohio that are struggling to get some things in the ground, it's been too wet lately. If that's the case, I highly suggest getting some closing wheels on there. Now is the time that those are going to make a huge difference. Up here in the northern part, planting conditions have been fairly favorable so far. And we've been able to get some things in pretty well, but you can see the difference that these closing wheels can make for you. Let's see if we can find one here. there. Just like that. Well, that's what we're doing today. Thanks for tuning in.